With the greatest veneration to the enlightened one, the noble one. So let's start today's topic. The topic today is at this moment the chief female disciples of the Buddha, or the foremost, the disciples of the Buddha. So everybody, you all have listened to Bhante Vinita. So he was discussing about the foremost male disciples, Maha Sariyuttero and Maha Moggallana Thero. Both arahants. Arahant Sariyuttero was the foremost in wisdom. Arahant Maha Moggallana Thero was the foremost of the psychic powers. So in the same way, there are these Arahant female bhikkhunis, the Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema and Arahant Bhikkhuni Uppalavanna are the foremost. So Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema was the foremost in wisdom, and Arahant Uppalavanna was the foremost in psychic powers. So there are very nice stories, and when I was going through most of the stories of these two Arahant Bhikkhunis, so there are so many things we have to learn, and also the Lord Buddha has mentioned to take them as role models. So especially we as women. So there are very deepest thing that we have to take them from their lives. So first I will take the story of Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema. So as I think all of you all have heard about these Bhikkhunis stories, just let me know. Just raise your hand, those who have heard about the stories. Arahant Kema. You haven't? No, those who have heard. So how many? When you raise your hand, you have to raise like this. Okay, 2 from our venerables. Nobody. Yeah. So okay, nobody. Okay. So then it would be nice to listen to these the stories. So Bhante, please give me your permission. So there are very nice stories. Okay, now this the Kema was born to a royal family as a very rich woman, and as extremely beautiful. So it says that her complexion was golden, and her beauty was extraordinary. So such a beauty she has carried when she was born to the royal family. And once when she became a young lady, she was married to King Bimbisara. King Bimbisara was a stream winner, right? That is the greatest thing. Because the King Bimbisara was the one when Siddhartha Bodhisattva was practicing before he becoming a Buddha. He wanted to offer his kingdom. he invited him to come and accept the kingdom, so rather being wandering as a monk. So then at that time Siddhartha Bodhisattva rejected. Then king invited, after attainment, after becoming enlightened, please come to my kingdom as the first visit. So accepting that invitation, at that time Lord Buddha was at King Bimbisara's kingdom. So this the Queen Kema married to King Bimbisara, and she was the chief consort to King Bimbisara, the chief queen of King Bimbisara. So because he was a stream entrant, he was a stream winner, he wanted to he wanted his wife also to come into the path, to follow the path. So at that time Buddha visited King Bimbisara's kingdom, and so he offered, as that was the very first monastery offered to Lord Buddha, the Veluvana monastery, the bamboo grove monastery. So the Buddha was residing at the Veluvana monastery. So the King Bimbisara was making all efforts to take the queen to Lord Buddha, to listen to Lord Buddha, and he tried all possible ways to persuade the queen, because as a husband he knew the greatest value of taking the path of Dhamma. So I think it's a great example for our the men also. So if you are staying in the monkhood, so okay, still you can persuade your family members if you have wives. So even as lay women, they can try to convince the husbands, right? So see the duty of a husband. So not like other husbands. So but the queen doesn't want to visit Buddha. Why? King was explaining all the wisdom Buddha is having, how the Buddha was preaching Dhamma to the living beings and non-living beings, how they become enlightened. But Queen said, yes, my Majesty, I understand everything, but please don't force me. I don't want to go, because she has heard that Buddha was criticizing or discriminating the beauty of the women. And he's talking about the repulsive nature and the foulness of the body. So therefore, Queen was so proud of her beauty. So therefore, she didn't want to visit the Buddha, because she thought that he will discriminate, he will criticize. So she didn't. She was so attached to her beauty, right? Her body. Then King was making plans with his intelligent crew, how to make this queen visit the Buddha. At the same time, she was interested in and she was so attached to the nature as well. She was enjoying a lot the nature, the beauty of the nature. So then what the king did was, king brought some the singers or the poetics and created some poems about the beauty of the Veluvana monastery, the Veluvana grove. it was such a beautiful place. So near her living place, so he made them sing about the beauty of the Veluwana monastery. So after listening to that, she was impressed, and then again King Bimbisara invited to the queen, shall we go and visit the Veluwana monastery? Then at that time, to visit the monastery, she agreed, and they both went. And at that time, the Buddha was residing there, and King was just entering the monastery where the Buddha was, and Queen was just enjoying the beauty of the grove. So going here and there, so just listening to the birds and, enjoying the winds and the solitude and the silence. So while she's walking around, and she slowly came to where the Buddha was preaching, and there Buddha was so wise and thoughtful. And he saw her thoughts, and he has realized the nature of the queen, and what he did was, understanding her nature through his psychic powers, he created a celestial female being, or let's say very beautiful, extremely beautiful woman, female, standing beside him and fanning him. So the Queen Kwema just was like, at a glance, she had a look, and she saw there's a very beautiful woman who's next to the Buddha. How come? Even she was so amazingly beautiful, and she thought, how come such a beautiful woman is standing near Buddha? He is criticizing about the beauty. He is talking the repulsive nature of the beauty, the body. So how come? And even she thought this the woman is even more beautiful than me. She's prettier than me. And she was so astonished by the extreme beauty of this the female figure. And what happened was, she was so immersed into her beauty, because that much beautiful. It's like a goddess figure. That because Buddha knew how to catch her mind. So then, and she was just looking at the beautiful the female figure, and thinking. And then what the Buddha did was, slowly let this female figure, the woman, to become old and change her figure. So it was changing like an old woman, and then was decaying her body. And then that the Queen Kema was so immersed into this the happening, so the incident. And then what happened to this woman was, the beautiful woman converted into a very ugly old woman. And then after some time, she collapsed at the Buddha's feet. And then it was converted into bones. And at that moment, because the Queen Kema was so immersed. It was like a meditation because she has her past lives experience. She realized the real nature of the body, and there's no point of attaching to this beauty, this elegant nature of the body. So what happened was the realization hit her inner self. So it says that first she attained extreme winner state, and then she went to the Buddha and bowed down. And she said, "Oh, the Buddha, I realized exact nature, that impermanent nature of this body, of the beauty that I was attaching. I was a fool." So then Buddha, understanding her inner nature further, the Buddha was further discussing about and taking her into a further deep layers of Dhamma. There Buddha has taken a simile of a spider, a spider who's in a cobweb. So it says that when the preys are coming, he's eating, the spider is eating and staying there. He doesn't know the trap he's already in. He's got caught in the spider web. In the same way, due to the lust, due to the bondages that we are having, we have got the stuck. We are in the trap of samsara. So then the Queen went to the deepest realization, and she attained her full enlightenment and became a Arahant Theri. So it is not like somebody will think, how come she became a Arahant Theri? Even she didn't practice anything, any meditation, right? So, but how it came was she has many previous time experiences. So I will be taking some of the main stories from the previous practices for us to find out how she has practiced and what she has done. So at that moment when she was attaining the enlightenment, because she was already in her royal garments, lay form. Then if you attain arahantship in lay form, so you cannot stay further in that form. Either you have to pass away, go to the parinibbana, or else you have to take the robes. You have to become a nun or a monk. So then Buddha mentioned this, and then King Bimbisara said, "Oh, the Buddha, please allow her to be a bhikkhuni." So in that way she became a bhikkhuni. She got her ordination. So there, after explaining her wisdom, so Buddha just mentioned she is the foremost in wisdom among female nuns, the bhikkhunis, right? So the story goes back to many lives back, how she practiced. So there is a nice story starting from the Buddha Padumuttara. At that time, she has been born to a very poor family, and she was born working as a servant girl. And a servant girl, but she was extremely beautiful at that life also. So, and also it is said that she has got a long, beautiful hair. So at a time, she met with at that time the great disciple of Lord Buddha was on Pindapata. So she met with the Arahant Thero, and she wanted to offer something, right? But she didn't have much. She has got very little money. So what she did was she ran to a place where she can buy a small piece of cake, and she ran back and offered to this Arahant Thero. And then he asked, what do you want from the merits that you have accumulated through this the dana, so through this generous activity? Then she said, I want to be a wise Arahant, a nun, in one of my future lives. So then he said, yes, you will be a bhikkhuni in your future life. And after blessing, he left. And also after again some time, there was a time where the Buddha, Padumuttara and other Arahants were gathering at a big dana offering, which was organized by kings and merchants and very rich people. So then she was also got to know about this, and she also wanted to offer something. So, but she didn't have money. So what she got was she had a long, beautiful hair. So she went to a place, sort of saloon or something, and she discussed with them, and she offered her long hair and got some small money. Out of that, she bought some offerings and was waiting to offer it to the Buddha and the Mahasangha. So the Padumuttara Buddha saw this in his psychic powers. So what the Buddha did was, avoiding all other kings and the merchants and the rich people, directly came in front of her and let her offer her small offering. So after accepting the offering, Buddha asked, I understand your pure heart, the pure action, which came from your the inner purity. So what do you want? Then she said, the Buddha, I want to be a nun, Arahant Bhikkhuni, and not only Arahant Bhikkhuni, the wise one, the foremost in wisdom. So then the Buddha proved that, mentioned that yes, don't worry, it will happen. Right? So that is one of the stories in how it started. And after her death in that life, she was mainly born at many Buddha's times. And also, I think the Buddha Vipassi, as I remember, again she was born at that time. She was a bhikkhuni teacher, but she didn't attain enlightenment at that time. Again, she has been born in the Buddha Kassapa's time, and at that time she was the eldest daughter of King Kiki. So there has been 7 daughters of the family. At that time, the second daughter was the Uppalavanna. Arahanteri Uppalavanna was the second daughter. So all these 7 daughters again wanted to become nuns, but the king didn't allow. But instead, he allowed them to go to monastery to serve the Buddha and the Mahasangha, Arahants. And so then they did lot of wholesome activities, offering generosity, practicing precepts, sila, and doing meditation. So they accumulated a lot of wholesome energies. So that is how. Then that is this is the Buddha Gautama's time. So she was born as the Queen Kema, and then became the foremost bhikkhunis, as the foremost one of the foremost bhikkhunis. So that is some of the previous stories. And also the other nice thing is, it was there in one of the Jataka stories, she has been the wife for one of the previous life of the Arahant Sariyuttero. Right? So both are practicing the wisdom, see, the same energies. And at that time, the Arahant Sariyuttero has been a king. So he has mentioned that how wise the Kema was at that time even. So that is the some of the stories about how they have collected the paramitas, the perfections, and come to the life of arahanthood. So when it comes to Arahant Kema theory, so there's a Kema Sutta we can find. There we can find that how wise she was as Arahant theory. So there was this king called Pasenadi Kosala. He was traveling, and he wanted to find ascetic or somebody to have a deep Dhamma discussion or like something like that. Then he sent his ministers to find one, but they didn't find any male figures. Instead, they found Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema, and they came and said, there's a very wise, competent bhikkhuni. So you can ask your questions from her. So then this Pasenadi Kosala, King Pasenadi Kosala went to her and bowed down and said that I have some questions, noble lady, I wanted to ask. Then she said, okay, proceed. So there king has asked the 4 questions. The 4 questions were that he was asking about the existence of the enlightened one, the Tathagata. What is happening to his, how was it after the death? How is the existence of a realized being after death? Does he exist after death? Then the Arahant Bhikkhuni answered, dear king, the Lord Buddha has not answered that question. Then again king asked, does the Tathagata does not exist after the death? Tathagata does not after the death. Then again she said, the Tathagata has not answered that question even. Then again, king is so, he was so in inquiring nature and inquisitive nature. So again he was asking, then the Tathagata both exist and does not exist. So she said, no, he has not answered to that even. So again, then he was asking in another way. So the Tathagata neither exist nor not exist. So these are some difficult questions. Then again she said, the Lord Buddha has not answered that question. So then the Arahant Bhikkhuni realized, because these sort of questions are not supporting for us to understand and understand the Dhamma and go for liberation. So those are irrelevant. That's why Lord Buddha has not even answered those questions. Then the king was asking her why the Lord Buddha has not answered those questions. Then she was explaining, she was trying to explain. You know, do you know a mathematician or accountant or statistician that who can count the number of sands in the river of Ganges? Is there anybody who can count the number of sands in the river of Ganges? Then he said, no, nobody can do that. So it's such an immeasurable thing, right? It's so much of sand particles are there. How come one count that? So then she said, in the same way, so we cannot talk about the existence of the Tathagata after death. So we cannot talk about his form after his death. Again, she was asking that is there any mathematician or a statistician or somebody who can count the amount of water in the oceans? So it is also immeasurable. So much of water in all the oceans. So how come? So then the king said, no, that cannot be done, noble lady. So then she said, so it's like that. So you cannot find out that you cannot think about the existence of the Tathagata or the realized one after the death. Therefore, such questions are irrelevant. So she was further explaining in this the same way the form, the five aggregates form, the feeling, perception, the mental formations, the consciousness. So even the consciousness of the Tathagata or the realized one, we cannot think about that, because why these questions are creating another thoughts, another unnecessary thoughts in the mind. No point of answering. We cannot, you can understand, even we cannot eradicate the existing thoughts. See how complicated the questions are. So that's how. So then the Pasena the Kosal appreciated her replies. I can understand, noble lady, and bowed down to her and respected her and went back. And after some time, he again went to visit the Buddha. So what he did was he asked the same questions from the Buddha. So he answered the same way the Bhikkhuni, Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema has answered. So then the King Pasenadi said, the Reverend Sir, that it's amazing. Like the teacher, it was the same way the main disciple answered the questions. It's amazing. It's so great, and he appreciated. And then Buddha was also praised. Yeah, she's the foremost in wisdom, so she can answer anything. She has that much of wisdom. So that is her story. That is, those are she has developed this wisdom throughout many lives practiced. So that's what we have to learn out of her all. And also there's another story where Mara came, the wicked one. Is coming and try to provocate, arouse, and try to check whether how come these Arahant ladies minds are. So what the Mara did was, he came in a form of handsome man, right? So at that time, Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema was alone, sitting under a tree, getting ready for meditation. So it said he was just playing a flute as well, just to attract her, because she was so attracted to beauty and the nature and the things. And then he came and talked to the Arahant Bhikkhuni and said, see, you are such a beautiful lady. You are still young. So why not we come together, we stay together, and we go for to enjoy this life, to indulge in the sensual pleasures. So he was suggesting. Then Arahant Bhikkhuni came and realized, this is the voice of Mara coming in a different form. So that much of heightened mindfulness has been there. So then he said, you know, Mara, I have eradicated all bonds. I had get rid of the strongest attachment towards the beauty and the body and all other defilements. So I have no interest at all for such things. I am free from everything. So then Mara noted that it's a quality of Mara, right? Once he's recognized, he's not staying and running away. So then he has gone. So that is the story of the foremost Bhikkhuni, Arahant Bhikkhuni Kema, right? So do you have any questions? How was it? You feel sleepy? No. So, yeah, they are very interesting. You know, even when I was going through, because I have to explain it to you, then I was going through the stories. So it was so fascinating, and that how they have worked, how they have, the Uppalavanna theory story, yeah, it is also another nice story. So let's slowly move into that. We can learn these stories, right? Sometimes they are very nice. When we learn through the stories, there are very nice Jataka stories where we can learn a lot. Okay, then let's move to the story of Bhikkhuni, Arahant Bhikkhuni Uppalavanna Theri. So how she became an Arahant at the time of the Gautama Buddha. She also was born into a king's family. Her father was a king. And she was also extremely beautiful. And Uppalavanna means, the meaning of the name is blue lotus flower. Because of the offerings of the blue lotus flower in one of her lives to a Pacheka Buddha, silent Buddha. So he has made a strong vow. As a result of that, he has got this complexion of the skin. It has been converted into the color of the blue lotus. See, how come there's a nice saying I always use, what you think, what you become. Right? How the karma works. When you do good karma, so you get good results. When you do bad karma, you get bad results. So in the same way, there are the Uppalavanna theory story, there are this how the bad karma worked. So it is illustrating there, so we can discuss about that. So here in this life as a Uppalavanna, so she was born as a very pretty princess, and when she reaches her young age, so many proposals came to her because of her beauty. So then her father was thinking that how come that I am going to give this daughter to all the men? There are kings and, you know, the rich people, the merchants, and everybody came asking for the hand of the Uppalavanna because she's so pretty. So then at that time she used to go to the Bhikkhunis monastery to visit nuns, and she is listening to them. So then even the father was thinking and telling her, my dear daughter, you are like a very beautiful, newly bloomed lotus flower, very pure. So how come that there are so many who want to pluck the flower? So how everybody cannot get it. So then Uppalavanna was giving a very intelligent answer. So the nature of the flower is even the color of the flower, even the fragrance of the flower will be fading away. So then it's of no use for anybody. So then king was so happy to hear her answer. So he suggested, so why not you become a nun? See, there the husband, King Bimbisara, wanted his wife to become a nun. Now her father wanted to become a nun. See how nice? So it's a good example, right? So do you have, if you have daughters, just suggest maybe the daughters in these days, yeah, there are daughters, no Yashodhara? Yeah. So then she said, yes, father, I would like to become a nun. Then she got ordained at the monastery. And it says after about 15 days, just after a short time after her ordination, and she was arranging the monastery for the Uposatha where the nuns and monks are getting together to discuss about the Pratimokha. Preach the Pratimokha, which means about the disciplinary rules, discussing like twice a month, Uposatha day. So at that time, her duty was to prepare the room like this, hall like this, and at that time she was just lighting up an oil lamp. So there once she lit the oil lamp, she was just glaring at it and just started to be meditative, contemplative on the flame. It says the heat element, like Tejo Kasina. So it says that she became enlightened, or the stream entered, and at another place it says, okay, she became a stream winner, but she has to struggle to go to the further deep levels. What was the reason? The reason was, so then because again we have to go back to her previous lives. she had a vow to deliver 500 sons, right? And she had a lot of attachments towards these lotus flowers. So that, we call them underlying tendencies, which was in the deeper level. So karmic factors means that the desires, the lust, the aversion, anger, these things are the things which was accumulated in our past lives. So in the same way, she has this deep attachment towards sons and the beauty. So it says there, she heard a story. This is the very famous and very tragic story at Buddha's time. After hearing that story and contemplating on that, and she has got terrified and she was so shocked to hear that. The story, it says, I will just make it short. It was a story about a man married to two women. These two women were mother and the daughter, but later they found out that man was the son of that lady and a brother to the other lady. So after hearing this, it says that she got shocked because she was having such a deep attachment towards sons. So then it was like dissolved. This is the nature of the samsara. So this is such a terrifying thing. So after that hit her inner self, and she has fully liberated. She has become a fully enlightened nun. So, fully enlightened nun with this Sivpilisimbiyapat for analytical knowledge. So, Artha Dhamma Nirukti Patibana. So, we can discuss about such things at a later time. If we move to the previous stories, they are also nice. So how come she got this color of the skin? So we have to go back to another story, many years back, eons of years back. She was the poor girl, and at that time she has offered the roasted rice, 500 roasted rice to a Pacheka Buddha, silent Buddha, along with the blue lotus flower. So, and after offering that to a Pacheka Buddha has come from the sky after his deep samadhi, Nirodha Pala Samapatti, after 7 days. So then when you offer things after the being such a deep meditative state, the merits of what you do is become so powerful. So then she has made a vow. What the vow was, so I want to get the sons as many as the grains, the rice, number of rice I offered to the Pacheka Buddha. And she offered this blue lotus flower as well. So like this blue lotus, every time I keep my step, that blue lotus should emerge from the earth. So that was her wish, and to get the complexion, so that kind of attachment. So she died in that life, and she has gone to many celestial realms because of her big merits that she had accumulated. And again she has been born it's another nice story. So it's okay, let me start in this way. In a forest there had been a hermit, right? And he has gone to a pond just to pluck some lotus flowers. And he has seen there was a big lotus flower among other flowers. And he just went there and he plucked the flower and he just opened it. And there he saw a small baby inside the flower. Right? So see how nice the stories are. So don't question them, right? Just listen like babies. So the such things have been there. So we can't believe according to the level of the wisdom. So then he was so amazed, and he has taken it to her hut. And when he took her out, and she was so beautiful, so soft, like a celestial being, and very beautiful in her complexion, like the blue lotus color. So then he was thinking, how come I am going to feed her? So then the moment he thinks, it says one of his fingers, the milk has come. So he has tasted its milk. Then he was feeding her, and she has drank it. And the moment she finished, he took his finger, and it stopped. So those are the stories, and then that is how he has fed her. And and even he didn't want to provide her the clothes. She was almost born with the clothes, the nice clothes. So after she became a very beautiful young lady, and extremely again beautiful, like a celestial being. But this hermit was thinking now he was considering her as his daughter. So now no more. She cannot bear the what you call this harshness of the world. So I have to look after her. Somehow the king of the country has got this message that there's a very pretty lady. That's how the kings are then coming after. So, then he has come, and somehow he got married to her. And there again it says she became the main queen, the chief. And she, because of her vow in the previous life, she has delivered 500 children. The first children, it says, the first children has come in the normal way, the Mahapaduma, the Prince Mahapaduma, the name, right? Now, this lady's name was Padumavati. Paduma means again lotus, because she came out of the lotus, right? So then what happened was due to there was another queens as well. They had ladies having fights. So then he was removed from her position. Again she came back, and that all 500 princes have gone for a war, and somehow they have hid by some people. Somehow at a point all these 500 princes have gone to forest and had become Pacceka Buddhas, all 500. There are many stories, the silent Buddhas, solitude Buddhas, we say, there are many names. Usually, there are many stories where the 500s Pacceka Buddhas were time to time. right? So anyway, these are very nice stories. So we cannot reject them, and because they are not in our intellectual capacities. Again, so that, but here in this story, the Padmavati was so, she was in such a sorrow after the separation of the sons, and it says she died. That was how her vow, deep vow came true, right? So she delivered the 500 the children. So then we'll again she was born at the time of the Buddha Kassapa. They are with the Kema. She was the second daughter to King Kiki, and she was again doing all the wholesome deeds, accumulating the paramitas, good energy, the perfections. Now let's come back to the Uppalavanna Theri's story. There's this tragedy happened because she was raped by a man when she was there as an Arahant Theri. The person called Nanda, it says he's one of her cousins who fell in love with her when she was a lay woman due to her extreme beauty. And she has the special thing is after becoming an Arahant, she was living in the deep forest called Andavanaya, the dark forest, if it is converted into English. She was living there alone. So and she had to walk long distance to get her Pindapata. At that particular day, she has to walk a long distance, and when she come back, because this man was planning many times to be with her, and by the time she was leaving for Pindapata, and he has gone into her hut and hiding under the bed. So the Uppalavanna Theri was coming after Pindapata, and she was so tired because at that day she had to walk a lot to get her Pindapata. So then what the man did was she raped her at that moment. But even she had psychic powers because she was so tired, and she was in such a tired situation. Therefore, she was not in a position to use any of her psychic powers, like Arahant Moggallana Thero. But he was using his psychic powers like he was going out of his body. But ultimately he realized it's a karmic factor. See that how the karma is working. So for this particular tragedy to happen, what she has done in her previous lives, what she has done was, she has been a queen again to one of the kings in one of her lives, and what she has done was one of her the co-wives of the harem, due to the problems and jealousy and the things. So she has locked her inside a building. This building was in fire, and this the lady couldn't, the queen, the other wife couldn't come out, and she has died. She has died. So that was the sinful activity Uppalavanna Theri has done in her previous lives. So as a result of that, see how the karma is working. This is such a deep thing for us to think. The conditions were set making her so tired, and where she couldn't have no access at all for her psychic powers. So she had to face it. So then afterwards, whatever happened, you have to report to Bhikkhunis, the Sangha. Then she has, because she was staying in the deep forest alone. So she has reported the Venerable Bhikkhuni Sangha, and then they have informed the same to the Bhikkhu Sangha. So this is the formality. So we say we are discussing that at the especially we say we have to we are gathering as bhikkhus and bhikkhunis. So if there are any even after vasas, it is specially happening. So the monks and nuns are requesting from the other nuns and monks, if there are any fault you have seen in me, if there are any shortcomings and mistakes you have seen in me out of compassion, please let me know. Then I can make myself correct. So, but there is this rule as well when something happened, because there's nothing for you to hide, right? So that is arahang, naraho. So the quality of arahang. So then she has informed the other bhikkhunis, and they have informed the Mahasangha, Arahanteros, and the matter has gone up to the Lord Buddha. So then Lord Buddha asked them to gather, and Lord Buddha has seen through his psychic powers the Uppalavanna Theri situation, that he realized he's an Arahanteri, enlightened one. So she has no interest in the sensual indulgence. So and she's free from everything. But to prove it to the others, so Buddha has questioned Uppalavanna Theri. Then she mentioned, he asked that you gave the consent for the particular incident. No, she said, no, I have not any thought of consentment. So that happened. So therefore Lord Buddha was mentioned that she hasn't made any mistakes, any faults. So she's pure. She has not broken her celibacy. So that was rectified. At that time, it says, after this incident, this man Nanda, what happened to him? After sexually assaulting her, the moment he was coming out of the hut, it says that he was taken to the Avici hell. It says the earth has swallowed him and taken to the, like you have heard about the Venerable Devadatta, right? Because this is a very great sin. So he has been taken to the Avici hell. So after this incident, Lord Buddha has again preached a stanza, Madhua Manyati Balo. So the meaning of this stanza was when somebody is doing the sinful activities, usually unconsciously, it's like honey for them. They are enjoying. The sinful people, when they do sinful activities, for them it's like they are enjoying. But when the moment comes to experience the repercussions, so it's severe, it's extremely unbearable. So therefore, these are the things that we have to learn from the stories, how critical they are, how we have to correct ourselves, how we have to be mindful to avoid, to be free from the misdeeds. So when the thoughts are coming, so that's where we have to be meditative. Again, in here, there's another thing where she confronted with Mara, the wicked one. I think this is before this incident, maybe, because the Mara was coming to her and like want to make her fearful, make her scared, rouse her. So the Mara came and he was telling, oh, the beautiful lady. That at that time she was getting ready for meditation to go for the immersion, go for the samadhi states with her powers, with her practice. And that she heard a voice, saying, oh, the beautiful lady, that you are alone in this forest. The rascals may come and harm you. So are you not afraid of them? So then she heard the voice and then she realized, the wicked one has come, the Mara has come. So this is the Mara. So then she was making her lion's roar. So she said, the wicked one, even the 100,000 the rascals are around me, I am not scared of them. So she was making a nice statement. She was saying, using my psychic powers, even I can vanish. Even I can creep into your tummy. Even I can stay in between your eyebrows. You will not see me. So that much of psychic powers I have. So I am the master of my mind. I am free from all the bonds. So I am not scared at all of the rascals, anything. Then after listening, hearing the Mara is not staying, such a humble man, honest person. So he just went away. So these are the stories. Today is the story day. Hope you enjoyed. So the roles, how they have faced, how they have ardently and with strong determination, they have sacrificed, they have practiced, and they have attained. So which means I was listening to Bante Susila in the evening. So he was talking in the Metta Sutta, Sakko, right? So the things are possible. We can do it. That Sakko, the sanya of Sakko, we need to have. I can do it. So that's why Lord Buddha has mentioned the Arahant Bhikkhunis. The stories are the role models, right? So we have to listen them. We have to find out the stories. You can find out further stories, and there are many stories. So learn out of these stories. So they give us some kind of motivation that we can also do this. Now tell me, who wants to attain Nibbana? Yeah, otherwise no point of talking. But no, you are collecting paramitas. Because looking at the Mahateri Kema, Mahateri Uppalavanna, how they have practiced, right? Nobody wants. Oh my God. Only Bante, you. You and I. Yeah, that's what. Lord Buddha even said, even it's like this. I mean, Lord Buddha has said, if those who want to understand the deep meaning of the existence or deep Dhamma, they already need to have kind of wisdom. So we are slowly developing that wisdom, letting that wisdom to be awakened. So then what we have to do is to be more meditative. That is my, right, to be mindful. So I am now giving the time. Now we have been meditating from the day we start, right? So in the shrine, there in the morning, in the evening, even in the some other sessions as well. So come up with your experience. So ask the questions. So you don't have any questions. So Bhante Susila said, I heard, so I'm not going to ask you how is your meditation. But I am asking you, how is your meditation going on? What is your experience? So you have to, that's how I did with my teachers. We have to express our experience. Otherwise, you will be in your own, because this Malaysia is with so many teachers. You are going to various teachers. So you will be practicing with many teachers. So, but you have, it says, usually, even as a monk, even as a nun, you have to stay at least 5 years with the teacher, one teacher. Do you know that? Haven't you heard that? You have to stay with, you have to select a teacher, and with that teacher, at least you have to stay at least 5 years. Why? And because I heard this from Bhante Susila, and you should not go to other teachers. Why? Because there are possibilities for you to get confused. Because I'm sorry that it came to my mind, or that I felt like sharing. But let me tell you, even, but first I was associating with my teacher Bhante Dhammajiva, and there was one teacher from one of our Goenka centers in Sri Lanka, the Venerable Sila Ratanathero, I think. So he also had said to one of our fellow nuns, so when at her ordination, so first do this, and then after that, after 5 years, after practicing a lot, then you can follow other techniques, go to other teachers, but don't get confused. That's why I say that discuss with teachers, because otherwise you will be stay in meditation rather. There are possibilities of going into the advanced or the deep realized states. So, yeah, don't worry, right? That's why I give you the opportunity to ask questions. So, and if there's any support I can give with my experience, I always love to do that. Okay, no questions, no problems. Yes, sister?
My questions is about metta meditation.
What?
Right? Metta.
Yeah.
Because I'm new in this, so this is only from my perspective lah. Some of you might not be relevant, okay? So I just want to ask, like, because when we do metta over here, you are leading us, yeah. So you are talking, we follow your rhythm, we follow all those. But what if we are back home? Okay. So when we back home, when we do metta, my question is, should we how should we start with metta meditation? Along the process, for example, if let's say we are supposed to sit for 1 hour or 30 minutes, during the 30 minutes or during whatever periods that we are sitting down, are we supposed to keep on repeating the words may I be well and happy, or may you be well and may all be? Are we supposed to keep on repeating this, or only to a certain when we feel calm, then we don't repeat that anymore?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good question. Thank you for asking. Yes. The answer is also there in the question. Yes. Why we need wordings just to settle down, just to come into the track. Okay, we will say, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peace, and then you can spread it to the whole, right? But once you, as you said, once you come to a calm state, you don't need any more words. It is like, I hope you should have heard Vitakka, Vichara, Priti, Sukha. Vitakka, which means you are like in the inquiring nature, you are in the gross level, and then your mind, because what is the nature of the mind is wandering. Thoughts are coming. Now instead that you are creating positive thoughts.
During that time, sometimes, because our thoughts will be, keep on coming, like the monkeys, you see. So we settle down for a while, maybe a few seconds, then those monkeys come back again. So how? Should we go back to the reciting again?
Yeah, it's like this, that, okay, now let's say you started with the wordings, may I be well and happy, and the rest of the things, and you became calm, and then you are at peace, right? Let me explain. So then what's happening is, when you are at peace, what is happening? We all are energy bubbles. From this heart, or from this system, the energy is emanating, the peaceful energy, right? It's anyway spreading. It's going towards the area. So, okay, now again the thoughts can come. So just be aware, and now we know to let go the monkeys, right? So as we discussed in Anapanasati Sutta also, you are recognizing they are just thoughts, useless thoughts coming. So if you can let go, then if it is difficult, so many thoughts are coming, again go back to okay, reciting, may I be well, or whatever, how you use. You can find your own way, the comfortable way for you, right? How you feel, how it is being felt to your heart, right? So I think Bante was explaining in the evening. I think Bante Kondanya was also talking about metta meditation, right? So that let it happen. Again, you will be feeling, even without reciting, you will be coming to a calm state.
So during that time, we should concentrate on the breathing?
Yeah, no. It's like this. When you come to a calm state, sometimes breathing will not be there. So just stay in that calmness and the peaceful nature. The various things can happen in the body and the mind. The body, that priti and passaddhi means, sukha means you are going to experience not the different sensations. That's why I say that you have to talk your experience. So if you feel the breathing, you can just not force you to do anything. Don't force you, because if it is so many thoughts are coming, yes, you can again apply some effort. So from effort to effortless we are going.
So can I mix metta with counting, breathing, the vipassana, or
Anapanasati?
Anapanasati. Can I mix it?
Yeah, so when you are in a calm state, so you feel sometimes breathing.
Yeah.
Just notice it, you can feel it. So stay there. Then sometimes we'll be going to calm state again. Again, sometimes thought will be coming. But you can stay in these two again rather than going for chanting, because it's a good state, because rather going towards words. It is for the subtle state.
Okay.
Right? So at the beginning, even we are using some other things like Buddho, Ajahn Chah was mentioning, like some other wordings you will be using. To come to this, the peaceful, what do you call, calm and quiet state.
So it's not necessary to start the meditation with
Start with what?
So it is not necessary to start the meditation by reciting, may I be well and happy. We can use any...
If you like, you can use. It's not a must.
Okay.
It's not a must. That's where the Buddha's the speciality is. He's not forcing you to do anything. So because you find your own path, when you are driving, you are finding your own ways.
Yeah.
When you are swimming, you are finding your style, freestyle.
Okay.
So just that's what you are discussing with the teacher or an experienced person. To come to your rhythm.
Okay.
Right? So once you come to your rhythm, then you know how to drive yourself. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody understand what I say?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah. The other thing is, after discussing with you all, what I understood was, some of you all have told me that you are coming to a state where there is no breathing, where there are no thoughts, right? Then what should I do? That is the usual question mind is asking. What is that again? It's again a thought. Okay, so then the observer is left, right? Let that observer also disappear. You can, right? This is how we are using words to mention this thing. But this message is going to your heart if you are at that level, right? This is that's why it says the Buddha is talking to the heart. The teachers are talking to our heart. That is where we say the Kamatahan discussion. You haven't heard that, which means that we are discussing the meditation experience with the teacher. We are personally going to the teacher, bow down. Interviews. That's what, personal interviews or group interviews. So it's like this. So then the particular thing is especially for you, but it will hit others as well, those who are in the right the conditions. So therefore, if the mind is calmed down and the breath is no more there, no thoughts are there, the observer is there, no? Right, observer is there. Let that observer also disappear. Right? If you don't understand, don't worry, right? Just let it go again. Right? Don't, but in my case, let me share my experience. We have been in this kind of the meditative groups. So that is the blessing, right? When we are in the group, we are listening to the many of the experiences. There are advantages and disadvantages, right? When you listen to others, what's happened? This tricky mind is trying to imitate them. So I didn't get that experience. Ayyo, what happened to me? Ayyo, I didn't see the clouds. I didn't see the lights. So I was not floating. Yeah. So just be careful. Mind is so cunning. Don't trust the mind. Right? Don't trust the mind again, I am telling. Yeah, that's what the hands-on experience. We call it under the nose experience, the direct experience. So just be with your own experience. Even it's like so many pains there in your body. In my case, I am such a pain character. Luckily, it was my blessing. Right? When I was sitting for meditation, breathing disappear, things happen. Luckily, fortunately, so many pains came. Because some of you all told me that this thing. The other thing can be done. Sometimes even they said there are no pains also. Yeah, when there is no pain, try to come to the lotus posture or like some difficult posture. Right? Yeah, these are experiments. Then, like if you want to go further deep, right? If you want to experience, go for some other the levels, understandings. So then the pains will be coming. Then you have, that is where even in Anapanasati Sutta, I was mentioning, let the thoughts come. Don't, suppress them. Right? When it comes to Vipassana, we are not suppressing anything. Just allow them to come. And you are ready to have like a soldier, you are ready to fight. That is what is being called as a radical. That Buddha was such a radical person. So therefore, you have to be in that way, to take the example. Okay. So then let's go for some small meditation. So I want to request, please stand up. The words are not coming sometimes. So feel relaxed. Maybe let's do some small walking. Like last time, right? Just come like around, don't get late. And don't be slow, just keep 2 feet distance or something like that, and just let's go together. Okay, slowly, mindfully silent. Others also, please join, right? Then my friends are. Don't talk, be silent, slowly, mindfully silent. But I invite you to come to the practice. Please come to your seat and just stand and close your eyes. Just feel the sensations, how you feel to your legs, and how you feel your breathing and any other bodily sensations. Close your eyes and be an observer, like an outsider. Allow yourself to be relaxed while you are standing. Now you may feel the various vibrations and sensations in your body after moving it. So let it relax, settle down. So also you can nicely and gently notice how the breathing is happening, how the heart and the tummy is moving. See that how the feet bearing the whole body weight, the small feet. Allow yourself to relax while standing. Feel what has happened to breathing after stopping in one position. Whether it is becoming subtler and subtler or whatever. Slowly you can open your eyes and without any sounds, silently, just be seated gently, slowly, mindfully, silently. And close your eyes gently, lovingly, and see whether your back is straight and relaxed. We are not forcing ourselves, just allowing ourselves to relax. So even with breathing or without breathing, if the relaxation is coming, let it happen. Otherwise, you can pay attention to breathing or even bodily sensations. You can feel subtle vibrations of the body. Even try to feel the spaciousness around you, on top of the head, that airy nature. You are in the air, you are in the space. Even sometimes if you feel sleepy, that's also okay. Just try to observe that. It's like always we are going to sleep. So let everything dissolve, let everything go away. Simply allow yourselves to relax. Even if you are not relaxed, whatever the experience that is there, just accept. Whatever is happening in this moment, that's happening. Just stay relaxed with it. That's where we say, be resilient. No problem with whatever is happening. No worries with whatever is happening. If you can come to breathing or go to relaxed state, let it happen. You are like an outsider, like a third person watching from outside. Slowly, slowly, pay attention to your heart area. And have a positive intention. The energy there be awakened. The love, selfless love, compassion, kindness, and most especially the gratitude, the gratefulness towards yourself. As a renunciated monk at this moment, as a renunciated upasika, or you are in mind you are a renunciated nun. Be happy and be grateful, and also other Dhamma friends who are here in this moment. Even for one moment you have become mindful. And even for few moments you have seen how the breath is changing. Or how the thoughts are coming. You are not going to control anything. So if you see the changing nature of the breathing, it's not always the same in-breath. It is not the same in-breath you took in the morning. Now it's a different in-breath. It's not the same out-breath that you took in the morning. It's same different out-breath. It's also changing. And various thoughts can come time to time. Sometimes there are no thoughts. But you are aware about, if you were aware about this, that is the greatest thing. Sometimes mind is like a monkey jumping here and there, like a mad monkey. But you are aware. If you recognize that for few seconds, few moments, these are thoughts, that's such a greatest achievement, because you can recognize a thought as a thought. Sometimes pain can be there. You see the pain. If you can accept, sometimes it is very painful. But you try small moments to bear it. Take small moments, few moments to bear it, tolerate it. You are aware about that. So that's where Lord Buddha mentioned, even for a moment, even for a few seconds, if you see this changing nature, if you see this fleeting nature, that is the greatest thing in the world that one can do as a human being. That is such a wholesome activity. So therefore, be grateful towards yourself. You are doing such a great thing. That is how we are starting. We are aware. So have deepest respect towards yourself and all other fellow monks and upasikas, nuns. Everybody is trying, everybody is renunciated. That is such a greatest thing. Have such a kindness, compassion towards everybody. If something has happened, if any mistakes, even from you to somebody, first forgive yourself. That is the past. The Lord Buddha's main instruction is to live with the present. Past is finished. So it happened, some mistakes could happen in the past due to the mindset, due to the ignorant or the wrong mindset at that moment. Forgive yourself, learn to forgive yourself. And also to forgive others if something has happened to you. Ask for forgiveness if possible when the time is there. So, past things can come as memory, but in the present moment, being in the present moment, just try to realize they are coming from the past, which is finished. Just tell the mind, let it go. So in this way, forgive yourself, forgive others. Have love selflessly, unconditionally towards yourself as well as others and to all. Slowly, slowly, you can open your eyes. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Exactly 10 here. So, then we are going to wind up the session. Let me request one more thing. If we have to, sometimes we say, write down your meditation experiences. Just simply what we have to write down is, when we ask what is your experience, what you have to say is a simple thing, not very big experiences. I was trying to be present, pay attention to how I sit. And I was aware about the sounds and how this voice came and other sounds. And slowly I try to bring attention to how the breathing is happening. Then I could notice one breath and 2 breaths, and mind ran away like a monkey, jumped like a monkey. And I slowly brought it back. Again I saw in breath, out breath, in breath. Again, after some time I noticed that I was somewhere. And I realized which means the awareness came. And I slowly brought my attention back to breathing, or back to how I am sitting, or back to rising and falling of the abdomen. So in this way, it's such a simple thing. There's a saying, a journey of 1,000 miles start from what? Speak, will you? One step, no? You haven't heard that? No? The journey of 1,000 miles start from one step, one single step. So just pay attention to one breath at a time. Be friendly with one breath, in breath and out breath. That's enough. First moment, next breath, next thought. If you know even mind is wandering, there will be awareness. I was in that incident, scenery. Come back, my friend. Coming back. Such a simple thing. No big things here. Okay, then have a wonderful time. Let's pass all the merits that we have accumulated today to all the beings at once. All teachers, venerables, all family members, all the beings, celestial beings, non-seen beings, and the beings in the hell, bad beings, and all the tables and chairs and everything, walls, buildings, everything, trees. So may all beings be well, be in peace, be liberated, be in freedom, be in harmony. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I will chant the stanzas to bless all. Abhivadana silisa niccang vaddha pacayino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti prajñā sampatti mevaca ato nibbāna sampatti minate samijjato sabbītiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatvantarāyo sukhi dīghāyuko bhava bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkangtu sabba devata sabba buddhānubhāvena sabba dhammānubhāvena sabba sanghānubhāvena sadā sotti bhavantu te. My deepest gratitude for your participation and for everything. Okay, have a good rest. Sleep well.